What is good, everyone? Welcome to the Sneaker History Podcast. My name is Nick Engvall, and before we get into today's episode, I'm going to ask a small favor from all of you. We've uploaded over 350 episodes of the show, and we're slowly creeping up on 600,000 downloads. I honestly can't even wrap my head around it. That is insane. Thank you so much for listening and being a part of this journey with us. If you could take a moment to leave us a review on Apple Podcasts, hit that follow button on Spotify, and give us a rating, it would be greatly appreciated. I'm looking forward to taking the show to new levels in the coming months with more guests from the community, talks with industry professionals, and deeper dives into the sneaker stories that shape this obsession we are all so passionate about. And your support is going to make that happen, so thank you in advance. One last thing before we get into this episode, do the right thing. Tell someone you like their kicks today. You never know how far a compliment will take you, and we all know how good it feels to be on the receiving end of some appreciation.
Jordan trying to shake off Starks. Oh, what a move by Jordan! LeBron James with no regard for human life. 12 seconds. Bryant for the win.
Iverson against Gill, the crowd on its feet. Allen for the win.
Welcome to the Sneaker History Podcast.
What's going on, everybody? It's Mike, and we're here with another episode of the Sneaker History Podcast. Guys, I appreciate you guys for joining, and we have a special guest. If you guys are anywhere near social media, you know Mr. Miller, his awesome collection, his content that I love seeing. So, Mr. Miller, what do you used to go by? What do people call you? Because it's Mr. Miller, but did they call you by your first name? I know your first name, but like, do you want people to know your first name? That's what it's like.
I'll go by Miller. I was raised in a military household, so
okay.
the last name was always like, that was your name if you was in the military, so you already know. So I'm used to going by Miller a lot of the times. But but people can call, if they automatically, people gonna see the government just because of just the IG, because so I'm fine with it. It is pronounced Kean.
Okay.
Kean. So don't let my mama hear you say it wrong. She get mad. So
rightfully so. Mama should. She named you, so she's like, hey, let's get it right.
So it's pronounced Kean. So, but people call me Miller. That's what I go by.
Perfect. All right. Well, we'll call you Miller, man. So that's what everybody calls you. We'll call you that today. So first of all, before we get started, I got to tell you the homie, we got a mutual friend, Hollis, over at My First Kicks. He wanted me to tell you what's up.
Yeah, he good folk. He family, man. I've been watching his progression. I'm so proud of him, man. I'm proud of y'all just by doing this. It's a territory that I haven't touched yet. So I admire you guys for putting your foot forward. I appreciate y'all just giving me the look. So big shout out to both him and you.
I appreciate that, man. I appreciate you for being here. And like, one of the things that really, got me, like, I noticed you. I've seen your content all the time. I've been following you for a while. But I think something that really, like, triggered more with me, and it was, like, really in a good way, was you include your family in, like, your content. And not a lot of people do that. A lot of things, it's just like, oh, I spent $1 million on that. I spent, that or that. But you really, it's more of it's a family affair with you, your wife, your kids, and that's really cool, man. I want to, like, that should be something that's, I think, talked about more in sneaker culture than just how many dollars did you spend on this. So that's one of the things, like, if I can give you your flowers for anything, I want to make sure it's that. But I hope that's something that people talk about more.
I wish it was. I really do wish it was. It's been a struggle, to be honest with you. For anybody that's getting to know me or just going to look up my profile, I'm blessed with two sons, Caden and Kingston. And when I found out I was going to have a son, I always considered him, that's my mirror, that's my image, that's my twin. So if I shine, they shine. So it was always a dream that if I had shoes, they had shoes. It was not for me to show off. It was more as a bonding tool, a conduit for a good founding new relationship that we need to have, not only as fathers, but black fathers. I don't use it as like, I'm gonna buy you this. It's when we clean our shoes, we take the time out, we talk about life, we talk about, hey, I talk about the histrionics of this game. I'm able to do that. So it's not just, they look fly, but I'm teaching them, but they know what a Jordan 23 is. They know what a 5 is. They know what a KD 4 is. It doesn't stop at those pictures, but I've been blessed enough to have them shine with me. Caden turned 11, so 11 years.
Nice, man.
I've been doing, for at least 4 days a week, I do, except for the summertime, we take the summertime off. Yeah. But we do at least 4 days a week of me and my kids with shots and shoes. And I take it as we don't see this a lot, and I'm glad you pointed that out. We do not see creators showing the whole showcase of their family. I prided myself on being that. It hasn't rewarded me of late, but I appreciate the good people that see me. But I love doing it, man. They love doing it, and I appreciate it, man. Real talk.
No, that's awesome, man. Hey, I'm a follower for myself. My oldest is my only boy. He's 10. He's getting into it now, so trying to ease him into it. So you know how it goes.
Slow down, because I started them like as soon as they was walking. As soon as they came out the womb, they had Jordans on. As soon as they never wore socks, booties, they wore shoes. Straight shoes, like hard bottoms. Let's go. No, there was no soft bottoms. They went hard. But everyone's like, but they can't walk. They gonna learn how to walk.
It don't matter.
I started my kids very young into shoe collecting, and then they attached it to players. So now I can't run from that demon now because they see Ja, they see KD. So so this was 5-6 years ago. So you lucky you starting it now. You can ease them into it. But back then, as their shoe progressively grows, you don't want to play that game.
That's the scary part, the growth. Because I'm looking at them like when I was 10, I remember I could still get Jordans because they were less than $100. Now his shoe costs as much as mine. I'm like, bro, your foot having that big. Like,
I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna give you a gem that I always tell people this. So if anybody watches this, here's a gem for me. If you want to lace your kids up, get on eBay. Real talk.
Yeah.
What is it? With that. Think about it like this. These kids from 5 to 12 don't really care. It's hard to get them to care about shoes. So you don't really go into. We all had that cringe, like you buy them that fresh. They come home, you like,
oh no! But I tell you,
no.
Look at some shoes. I'm like, what happened?
What did you do today? What did you do today?
What war did you fight today? Like, what happened?
Oh my goodness! I'll tell you a story after I say this, but you're able to see how they grow into it. So they never knew. You starting them this late is maybe a good thing because it's more accessible. But eBay, you can clean them. You can clean them. Like what? They're not gonna look perfect always. You just got over that first line, that first initial reaction of why did you mess it up? Now you're past that. Now you be like, okay, we already knew that scuff was there. Then your kids learn to build a tolerance for where the shoe looks. So you can say clean it up, even though it's dirty. You can say clean it up, and you progressively start to teach them about shoes. And I'll tell you this story real quick. I have them over here, but I had the chlorophyll 3s. If you know anything about me, I love the Nike Trainer 1. Chlorophyll 1 is my favorite shoe. So I had the chlorophyll 3s. I got my son the same pair.
Okay.
He went to daycare one day and they resodded the playground with the black tires.
Yeah.
That's a gray and white shoe. That shoe came home black. I couldn't breathe. My wife was like, and I picked them up because they saw me walk in. Because again, not trying to brag, but we had the best dressed kids in the school, so they already knew. They saw me coming. They was like, Mr. Miller, we didn't know. We meant to call you. And I was like, what y'all talking about? Is he okay? I'm freaking out. They like, and then he come running out the school classroom, black shoes. I'm like, them shoes is great and white. No.
Whose shoes are those? Those are yours.
Who jacked my child? Whose pair do I need to beat up? And they was like, we put new side. We didn't know. They were supposed to come over the weekend. And so, yeah, man, just get on eBay, man. If you want your kids to be fly, get on eBay. Instagram. I found a lot of folks through Instagram too that sell me shoes.
See, I'm a bargain master, man. Like before COVID, you could walk into. I haven't been to like a Ross or Marshall since, but back then you can find dope kid shoes. I bought my kid like his first pair of New Balance like 990s. These are V4s, nice gray suedes. They're usually like $150 for that size when he was that young. Found them for $20. I'm like, yep, we'll buy those. Let's buy two pairs. Like, I'm a bargain master. I will find a sale and. Now it's getting a little harder because people get a little stingy with their sales, but I will dig high and low. I refuse to pay retail. I don't want to pay retail for mine, so I definitely don't want to pay retail for
Yeah, and then but the best thing about that and the blessing that you can find within this is you can teach them about the game. You can teach them in the lower brands of shoes. You can teach them about the Chucks. You can teach them about the Dunks. You can teach them about the Air Max.
Everything.
You can teach them and wait on sales and get them into it. Like there's so many benefits of just waiting and not, like you said, you don't want to pay over retail. You don't want to pay retail for these shoes, like, because you know these kids ain't, those Columbia 11s, they shouldn't even make those in kids. Why would you make those in kids? I had my son had a pair. They didn't last a month.
It's funny you say that, because I was talking to my wife the other day. I was like, and just me initially, I was like, full family run. I'm like, I want to get that for him. 2 days later, I was like, nah, let's look at those Midnight Navy Jordan 1s. Let's not do that. Let's not do the Midnight Navy Jordan 1s on sale. Let's go ahead and look at them, man.
We did the Columbias back in 2018? Was it 2018?
No.
Or is it 2016?
16, yeah. I can remember they went to the outlets for a minute after that.
So the 16 pair, like we had the 16 pair. And that's when they had the hard bottom with the Velcro. Remember the Velcro strap? Yeah. So I had that with the Velcro strap, and he wore him for Easter, and he ran through the grass, and that done sucked it up. I was just like, man, he got a good shot. Still got that picture. Picture before he started acting crazy. I was like, my wife's just sitting there. Are you gonna say? No, I don't even care.
What's the point? You can't. It's a kid. It's a kid. Let them be kids, right? It's just us. It's our inner struggle we deal with. And it's like they're gonna grow and realize, hey, you know what? I'm gonna take better care. Like you said, get them into cleaning them. They'll take a little bit more pride in it. But that's what's cool is that that's not only a thing with shoes, but it teaches them to take a little bit more responsibility, just things they own, whether it be their home, their car, whatever it is. They're like, hey, this is mine. Let me have that ownership, and let me know how to have this, appearance. Like, hey, I need to be clean in the sense of, lack of a better word. Like, I need to show up a particular way. So that's really cool. Like, you're doing it with them. It's just like, it's something that, unfortunately, I hate to say it, I feel like a lot of boys are missing, because they're just, maybe they were missing it as a kid. They weren't taught that. They don't know how to teach it, or I don't know.
I'll say this. We have to get back to the JCPenney days and the Sears days, where your mother didn't have the Foot Locker money.
Yep.
Your mother didn't have. Now the Foot Locker to these kids now, or parents now, are StockX or GOAT. Oh my God. So we don't have StockX or GOAT money, or even eBay money at full retail or whatever.
Yep.
So what we learned was to adapt and learn to love shoes a different way. What we've done over the past 5 years, I believe, during the pandemic, is that we cut off the true initial feeling of loving the game. Mm-hmm. We've sped it up to where now it's like you see your child at 2, and the next thing you know, he's 17. That's what it feels like. You never learned, where was that 15-year gap where you learn to love something? You ask a lot of kids these days, what shoe do you love? Oh, I love the Travis. But why do you love the Travis? But the Travis is a Jordan. Like, if you like the Jumpman Jacks, what do you like about the Jumpman Jack? Do you understand where the Jumpman Jack comes from? Do you understand that's a trainer SC? You understand that? You understand the history?
Build-up. Where is the build-up to it?
The knowledge is not there. And it's not the fact that they don't want to learn it. It's the fact that everybody was at a race to be first, or be heard, or be seen, instead of building up the quality of building a collection the right way. And, and I think that's what hurt the game. But we got to get back to just appreciating shoes, and you don't need the big Jordans or the big Kobe's. You just need to have a nice shoe collection and feel it's just you. The way these young boys have molded me to get Asics, I'm like, bro, it can be done. Oh yeah. I'm like, y'all rocking these Asics so clean. I'm like, all right, I'm in. And it just shows it should
can be
clean.
If you have confidence in it, what they used to say is not the man, or not the clothes that make the man that makes the clothes.
There you go. And people don't understand. They think, oh, I need the Travis, or I need the Off-Whites, or I need the Fragments. You need this to be seen, and this is like you could be seen in so much a regular Dunk or a Vomero or a regular New Balance. Like, you can be seen. You don't need a brand to carry you. And I think that's where that's one thing that during the pandemic we lost, is that we lost that you couldn't be influenced by loving the game. You could only be influenced by the likes and the people that see you.
Yeah. And it's like you hit the nail on the head, though, about just back in the day, like when you're kids, like I remember, like we're talking about, I don't remember Jordans being expensive because I remember to a certain point, I think, when up to about, I call it second grade. I remember that's when school shoes, I got Jordans. They were cheap back then, but as my foot started getting bigger and I got siblings, it's like, yo, we got to pull back on that because them things going to get pricey. But I know you remember this, like Foot Action, 2 for $89, 2 for $79. That's where my love for sneakers grew.
That's how old
even better.
I worked at Athlete's Foot.
I got my, what was it? My OG Jordan 11s, the playoffs, and then my Griffey 3s. Like I think someone was talking about that earlier on Instagram. I saw it. Griffey Max 3s from Athlete's Foot. I lived in Beaumont, Texas, and they had an Athlete's Foot in there. And I remember the little track. I would run around the track in the shoes and try them on.
Run around the track,
dude.
Yep.
But there's that love. I hope people can get back to it with shoes becoming more accessible again. I hope people can get back to that love because I am still a child. If I go to a store, if I leave this house, if I go to the store and actually try a shoe on, I'm like, I'm just gonna wear it out. If it's not completely just mismatching what I'm wearing, it's like I'm gonna wear it because I like that joy of like breaking out a new shoe. I don't care. It can be an ASIC, it can be a Jordan, if anything in between. But it's just that excitement of like, yo, I got what I was looking for. I did this search, I found it, and I feel like I'm really optimistic that with the way things are now sneaker-wise, I think we're going to get back to that because a lot of that, I don't want to say, I will never say that people who started liking sneakers in COVID are not real sneaker enthusiasts or sneakerheads because everyone starts at a certain time.
Yeah.
But it's going to weed out the people who are in it just for that trend. People who found love in it, they're going to stay here and they're going to get to enjoy what we enjoyed pre-pandemic of, I can walk into the store. It may not be a Travis, it may not get a Wu-Tang dunk on a shelf, but that Jordan 1's on sale or the Jordan 3 Black Cement still sitting. I could get a pair. Like, that's what I'm looking forward to.
We need to celebrate these times of having grails like that, or what they call grails. We need to celebrate that time. We need to be able to celebrate because I remember the dog fight for the Bread Ones. I remember the dog fight for the Space Jams. I remember the dog fight for the Bread 11s. Now you don't have to deal with that.
Yeah, man.
I think the joy is what I love. I love hunting for shoes. I love waiting. I love saying people are starting to pick it up. My delayed dub. I tell people, this is nothing but a delayed dub. Why are you... Like, I said the same thing about the Ninas. I was like, that's a delayed dub. I'm not paying... I know my price, but it's a delayed dub. And I think that's the joy in it. It's not the joy to get it so quickly. Yes, because now the avenue, you can get them somewhere so quickly, so soon. But I love the hunt. I love the trading. Trading is fun.
Yeah.
But I don't like to deal with a lot of people because I've seen that the community still suffers from these folks that want to argue over $20. Like, it's to sell the shoes for like, dog, I'm not paying $20 for shipping. Like, I'm doing you a favor. I'm not paying stock it. Like, those are the people that annoy me. Those are the people. The people always.
It's the back and forth, man. Yeah, it's like someone's gotta give.
What we arguing about? We arguing over $20, dog. Like I'm already giving you StockX price. Like, I'm giving you the price the listing price. I'm not paying more because you're not getting that price we know this. Like, I'm not stupid.
Well, it's that, you know what? It's people that, I think the arguing comes from, I was talking to Hoss about that. I talked to a lot. We always get into this conversation, but in the world of YouTube, like, I make YouTube videos, but I like to break down sneakers, right? Talk about history, just history behind them, but it's the transactional videos that got people like that. Like, of course, get your best price, but when you see these videos like, all right, I sold it to you for $200, $185.50, it's like, all right, I understand, like, you got to make your money as a store. I understand the other side, but I'm like, why am I watching you people haggle? And not everyone wants to do it. Everyone wants to coin flip. Everyone wants to do this. I'm like,
nah, man.
Just be patient. It's okay.
I think one of the main things we see online is what I call a spade a spade. It's the vanity of the game that we don't like. The vanity is way too bright. That the game was not like this, and now it's so braggadocious. Now it's so competitive. So we're fighting for what? Everybody, there's pairs
to be seen at this point.
Everybody's gonna get seen. Why can't we just come together at some point? Now that we know that everybody can be seen, can we now come together and stop gatekeeping, stop holding content, Stop talking behind people's backs. How about y'all get on there and support people? Give them a view. Give them a follow.
Money.
Like, can we? When do we get to this point? Like, do you need? At what point do these new creators need to get a certain amount of shoes to feel like now this game is inclusive? Like, at what point will brands come to the table and say, listen, all these big heads ain't really bringing us nobody. They won't, because they're getting us these quick incremental sales very quickly, but the longevity is in the people that they're not even connecting with.
Yep.
Do you see? It's all, we're just waiting for this. Let's get to that point. We need to say that loudly. Like, when do we start acting more together? And stop treating this as if I'm better than you. I got this. You can't talk. Like, if we gonna go tit for tat, and we go line for line and bar for bar. All right, we gonna start doing numbers. We gonna get back to numbers. How many numbers you got? How many pairs you got? See, now, because if I play that game with you, then I wanna add my rules too. Because you added your rules, here are my rules. Then we gonna start lining up numbers. Then we gonna start saying it don't matter what you got. We gonna depend on the number. Okay, well here's my number, 574.
Yeah, and the people are like, there's a
come with it. That's what I'm telling people. Like, okay, if we go, that's a totally different animal. When I tell you the number now for you to meet to come talk to me is 574. That's how many pairs I have. I need you to come talk to me when you get 575. Do you see what I'm saying? But do you understand
100%. But everyone, like you said, everyone's their own rules. Like, no, but I got all Travis's. But I'm like, I don't care. I got 300 pairs of something different. Like, we can always find a way to argue.
Yeah, we arguing over semantics. Somebody be like, man, I could pull out. Okay, well, I'll pull out a Victor Cruz that wasn't released.
Nah.
What you want to do? Like, we arguing over semantics when all at the main thing at the end of the day, what do? We love shoes.
We gotta find that appreciation again. For
That's it. Like, at the end of the day, we love. Like, I love that shoe. I love like.
I can't get mad at nobody for having something different. In fact, I love seeing it because, like, I won't buy it, but you know what? I love that you have that.
I love that you have that. I'm glad that you won. Like, the pain, how maturity comes in when you see a lot of dubs. Like, when you see other people win, like, I'm happy for a lot of people. Like, there's not trying to say I don't get bitter about missing on some stuff at retail. I'm a real person. But I'm happy that a lot of people, I love the joy that this newer community is bringing to the game. They need to be celebrated. But they also, if I had to give some advice, they also need to respect the people that's been here longer than them. Yeah. I think that's the issue that we have and we butt heads at, is that they think they here because we not in that view site. But if you pull back that curtain, it's like, oh damn, they've really been here. Yeah. And that should be an entry to the conversation instead of a debate of who's better than who.
Yeah. I mean, it's like it's one of those things is like, again, when people throw the word community around, I think they need to take a couple things out the equation. Dollar amount, everybody ain't making the same dollars. Everybody got different things they got to do with their dollars. Yep. There's levels to it. And I'll never say, oh, you don't have as many as me, that's not cool. You can have 10 shoes and you appreciate just seeing shoes, and that's cool. And these, I don't know, man. It's like I removed myself from Twitter because I think Twitter's just a terrible place. But
I agree. I'm about to follow suit. I'm trying to follow. I'm gonna follow you. I'm gonna follow suit with that too because I just think
it's crazy. Why are we arguing like we all love the same thing? It's like I know that brands will only give out certain things to certain people. We know that already. That's age old story. But we're feeding into that machine, you know, of the crab and barrel mentality. You know, I know as black men, as black people, we've heard that before. We're crabs in the barrel. Like, but let's kill that. We can kill that generational curse. And if we're just talking about sneakers, let's kill it. Let's all be able to create, because everyone brings something different to the table, and it's like we can come together and have this amazing like hobby without having the animosity because, oh, you got the look, you got the brand deal, you got the contract, you got that. If that was the case, I'd be the most bitter person in the world because I've been podcasting, YouTube, and like, I don't have a brand deal yet, but I work with people, and I know my time will come eventually, but I love seeing people succeed. Yeah. Like, I can't be mad. I know I'm honing in on the craft, and that's like, I don't know. Again, I just talked to other people. It's like, I think a lot of people I work with, we all have that same understanding. That's why I get along with them so well. Yeah. Is that we all know, hey, the time will come. You put the work in, you keep enjoying what you're doing, that it pays itself off.
Oh yeah, it really does. You know? And I've gotten to the point that I really like. I'm a grassrooter. Like I started from the dirt. I'm from the mud. Like nobody gave me a cosign. Nobody. Everything I've gotten from the time I started in 12 years has been by my own will.
Yeah, man.
Like, and it's hard to do, and I think people don't understand the grind that it takes to get to a certain point.
Yes.
And I was talking to Haas about this. Like, you don't understand, like, that support that we need to have for certain creators to keep going is vital to the health of this community. Because I was talking to Haas about, starting some podcasts and doing some other things, and he's like, "Man, are you prepared to get?" I was like, "Yeah," because I've been studying, like I'm a student. So I've been sitting back and studying. It's like you see the up and downs, the waves of.
Yes.
It's like, damn, man, that when you hit one milestone and then you 3 milestones behind.
Whew.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like
I know,
feel it.
I know also
and
well.
He was like, "Are you ready for this?" I was like, "Bro, I've been dealing with this I've been doing this. I've been preparing myself. Like my page is ready. I got the camera. I got the equipment. I've been had the arsenal. So what's stopping me is me." Yeah. Now the biggest thing is my MacBook, because my MacBook is outdated. But
oh man, been there, done that. Yeah, I'm like sitting there like, please work. Please.
I'm like, all right, pro. I'm listening. I'm like, come on now. I'm like, y'all know you. It was like, listen. When I said update Chrome, that sucker was like.
They started coughing on you.
He was like, oh, it's Friday. It was like Friday. It was like, I'm gonna go ahead and let you get this one in. Cause I was like, I ain't been on you. I've been on the Pro, because I sold him my Pro, my iPad Pro. But I do love that the new folks are coming in bringing some flavor. But I do want to give recommendations. Like, respect the people that's been here a little bit longer.
Yes.
Like, just respect them. Like, you don't need to. Don't line them up. You don't need to size me up. Like, I don't size you up. Like, so don't size me up. Like, and don't be afraid to reach out and talk to people. I think that's the scariest thing. The people like, man, I was scared. You want to go hit me back? I'm like, why? Who am I? Like, I am not nobody. I'm a dude with 2 kids and a wife, like, and a dog. Like, I'm not nobody. but understanding that I have the respect for the foundation that I built, the page that I built, the following that I built, is humbling. And I need people to understand that just because you have so many followers, your power only comes from the people that you help. The power only comes for the people that you influence to do the right thing and influence the game in a better place. So you see all these 60, 70, 80, 100,000 creators. Are they reaching back to the creators that they stepped on their back to get to there? Are they reaching down? I always preach on my page, equality and inclusion. We are not you. I'm tired of seeing, respectfully. No, and I'm gonna say that.
No, man, you're right on the money with that.
Respectfully, I'm tired of seeing white creators touching shoes first. Every time we see a shoe come out, it's why can't we just even this out? Why can't black creators? Why can't we have some space? We need to have inclusion. What about the women? What about women, female sneakerheads? Yep. Like, what? Why is this not even? Why are we complaining? Why are we fighting for equality in this culture that is 1,000% based off our ethnicity? Like, how are you understand that?
Oh,
we selling, we buying back our swag.
It's a fight every day.
Like, I don't understand. Like, we buying back our own. Like, the way we wear our stuff is heavily influenced by now street culture and wear now. But we have to fight to get into spaces to even show our place.
Well, it's because it became more corporate. So some time ago. I did a video some time back, but sneakers are, if you sit and think about it, if people were to actually do their actual like homework on it, back in, I would say even as late as early 2000s, if you were to go buy sneakers, you wore sneakers all the time, people looked at you like, why are you wearing shoes? It was a sense of rebellion, a sense of like, hey, I'm doing this different. I like this. I don't want to wear your boat shoes. I don't want to wear your boots. I want to do this. And you look at Michael Jordan from the Bread Ones, that's boom, banned because he was rebelling against that color. Or you even look at Slash, guitarist, complete rebel, wearing Jordan 1s. I mean, even you look at the guys out in California skateboarding, in Jordan 1s, there's so many things. Run DMC was doing something different to Shell Toes. Like, doesn't pick a brand. Pony, Puma, breakdancers, everything was doing something different. And people, companies saw the business in it. And my first thought goes to, how can we present this in a non-threatening way? And I hate that it says that, but you know exactly where I'm coming from, is how can we present this to every household? And I believe sneakers are for everybody. Sneakers are for everybody, but don't cut us out of it. And what happens is, it goes back to what we're talking about. We're not supporting each other as, you know, minorities, black, brown supporters.
We're not.
It is because the space has been so limited on these different brand deals and inclusion from the brands, is that it is, you like comic books, right? I've seen your face. All right, remember the Dark Knight where Joker broke the broom? Boom. Hey, I got space for one person, and y'all got to take each other out with this broomstick.
Let's go.
That's what I feel like. And
whose throat or whose back are you gonna break?
Yeah.
To get to that point. Mm-hmm. And I'm not trying to disparage white creators. I'm not trying to say y'all don't deserve it, but you have to understand that you look around you, be conscious of what's around you, and how many of us do you see in those spaces? How many of us are getting those opportunities? I can tell you, when I got my StockX deal, when I got my sponsorship,
it's awesome.
I can count on both my hands how many people told me congratulations.
Really?
I can count on both of my hands how many people told me congratulations. And I'm not mad. Ridiculous. I'm not bitter about that. Listen, you can't. I've been doing this so long. You can't look for things that you already know you're not gonna get, because I've already been disappointed in this game. So I wasn't worried about it. But the fact that I have to fight to say, hey, if y'all doing this, support. Like, how many black creators do you know that has an ambassadorship with StockX? Who? I'm the only one.
I was like, I don't know anybody.
Nobody.
I was thinking, ain't nobody else.
So why wouldn't y'all just prop me, celebrate me? Because I had to fight for that. Yep. How many black creators do you know have a Foot Locker creators account? Wait, do you know how many? This is not about trying to get you to support me, but it's about, do you understand, in order for us to move, to go, somebody gotta go first.
Yep.
And you see,
you can't try to pull them back down. That's what happened. They're trying to pull you back down. No, we're trying to get your hand and bring you up.
It's like, we can't. That's not right. And I'm not bitter about it, but we need to celebrate black creators, and when we can do that, we need to take back what we've lost and not been paid or just showcased. And we have to band together. This platform with YouTube and the way it is, and short content is coming back. This is an opportunity for us to reshare. Hey, collab. This is a grand opportunity, but I don't know if we're gonna get it.
Yeah, it all comes from us first. So I make it a point. I was sitting there talking to my wife the other day, and I was sitting there just I was kind of really quickly knocking stuff out on my phone. She's like, what are you doing? I was like, well, I try to at least one day a week, the homies that I know, I try to support them. Black, brown, white, don't matter, but people that support me, I try to support them back the same way. Whereas hey, Haas had a story, let me put him out. Or the Soul Brothers, Morgan and Flex, let me put something back on them. Bima, I'm starting to know him, and he's a cool guy. If he sees something cool, let me repost him. I want to be able to help people. And I know I'm not a big platform right now, but I feel
hear
a little bit helps. Every little bit helps, right?
Every little bit helps, but you hear. Even with the thing that I reached out, even with the TikTok people, because I'm still trying to really break into that field. I don't know how much time I got.
TikTok, I don't know how much time I got too, man.
Yeah, I'm still, listen, but I'm there. But I did a olive break. I sent out a salvo. I invited Morgan, Haas. First time I interviewed Haas. And I invited Dre. So I had all three of them.
Oh, Dre, yeah.
I had Dre. Because I wanted to do a cross brand. I'm like, listen, I'm pretty big over here. I got my following. But y'all got y'all stuff, and I respect y'all. Come over here. Mm-hmm. Let me showcase y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all got, again, we have to hold these creators to the same standard we giving them. Mm-hmm. So I put you up, throw that stuff back. For real, we can't, listen, we can't. If that's your favorite creator, you can't just sit there I don't deserve a feature or
no.
I tell people all the time, hey, bro, if you got something that's passionate about and you need some extra help getting it out there, send it to me. Yep. I'll repost it for you. I'll do it for you. That shouldn't, I don't know why I have to say that, but that should be naturally, we shouldn't be afraid like, hey, could you repost this for me? Reposting costs you what?
Well, that's the thing. They have monetized posting things now, so people think now, well, if I gotta do this, they're gonna ask me for $1, or people feel like they can ask you for.
Y'all can always, I tell people from off the muscle, listen, if you selling something, you want me to put it on my page, do it. You got a podcast, you just need to put out there, hey, just like throw it. Why would not? Because if I get the opportunity. When I do my Essential Father stuff next year, I'm gonna get I'm trying to get everybody to contribute. Yeah. I'm gonna be like, hey, I'm gonna throw you a 10% discount. Would you buy one? Like I want everybody to shine. This ain't just about me. It's about all of us. And I've been preaching this for 5 years straight. I'm the only person on Instagram that's been saying, why are we doing this? Like. Maybe they'll hear me in 2025, but I ain't gonna hold my breath.
We'll get better. You have to. I believe we have to. I feel like we will. It just I don't know what it's gonna take.
Thing. It's gonna take. It's getting back to the point where you got to get back to that love, and I think people are really. What's really gonna happen? And I hate to tell people, and I told a friend of mine this the other day. I said you're gonna hate this game. You're gonna hate this game in 4 years. You're gonna hate it. I said, y'all gonna hate it. And he was like, bro, he's like, Miller, why would you say that? Nah. I said, you know why? Because you're too busy looking at what somebody else has got and never finding out what you like. You've let the billboard tell you what is cool when there's so much stuff out there. Like one of my favorite shoes to drop this year is a Jordan 4 RM. I love that shoe.
Thank you. I'm sorry. We're on the same page on that. I love that shoe. I bought it. I love it. I didn't get the Nigel pair, but I got the GR black and white. I love it.
I got 3 pair.
They're awesome.
3 pair of them.
They're so good.
2 of them are in transit, but one of them is here.
They on the way.
Yeah, 2 of them was on the way. Like 2 of them was on the way. I already told y'all. So I got the black. I hit on for my son. He wanted them. Like my son wanted them. Like he's like, Dad, I want Nigel. I want the Nigel joint. I said, all right, got you. Like, so he won off Foot Locker, and then I waited because the price was so cheap. I was like, oh shit, I got them bitches $160. I was like, come on, run it. So I was cool. Yeah. But I got the iron gray on the way. The iron gray, and then I got the first iteration of Grandma's Driveway on the way.
Nice.
So,
but I love the difference though. We're getting different things now, and I've been blessed to still, although I don't have like these inked brand deals, I still been able to build a relationship with other brands and work with them. Like, dude, I work with On. I work with Reebok.
I need to talk to you about On, man. We have a topic that I need to talk to you about that. I need to talk to you about, because we were trying to categorize like what that sneaker lane is. Like, what do you call? Because that is a lane. That On, what is the other one? The hookah. That is a lane.
100%. It is. I like to. There's 2 versions of that lane. So it's a lane with 2 streets on it. Okay. The left side, that fast lane, is going to be for performance running. They're for high performance runners, distance runners. But then the slower lane, it's a word that I guess probably doesn't get used as much, but athleisure. Like this one, is
athleisure. Okay.
It's a walking shoe, man. This is just something you throw on. Like it don't even like lace. Like they have laces for aesthetics, but it's elastic. You slip your foot in. Bro, me and you got kids. We be on a run. Like I got soccer practice. I got a coach. I got 3 little girls as well. I'm like, I got stuff to do. Like I ain't throwing on a Jordan all the time.
And those shoes ain't cheap.
No, they ain't not cheap.
It's like you remember how we used to in the sneaker game. We used to be like, I mean, how much them shoes cost? I'm gonna fit it up. Bro, them shoes are $200.
$250.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, what is you?
Oh Lord.
So we got a new place out in Little Rock. I want to go set up my camera and go shoot some stuff and try on and like educate myself on that, because that is a true sneaker lane for shoe. For even with, if you really getting into it, man, these hookahs ain't no joke. All guys ain't no joke.
I love that. Like they're just. And what got me with On, I always thought we were really interesting looking, but I'm a big tennis guy. Okay. So when Roger Federer moved from Nike to On, I was like, all right, I got to find a way to be able to work. And it just so happened the universe, God always has a plan. It's a little thing I feel like that. And my wife preaches that to me all the time. And it's like, I got a random email. It's like, hey, blah 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 from On. We wanted to see if you wanted to work with us. Talk about the shoe. I'm like, were you like reading my mind? Like what? And from there, we built a relationship to be able to do stuff with them. And then they go Reebok. I love Iversons. That's one of my favorite all time shoes ever.
And that new basketball shoe is going to be a monster.
I'm waiting for it. Yeah, Engine
It's
A?
going to be a monster. Yeah, it's going to be a monster. Yeah, I mean, I just want to give you your flowers, man. Congratulations on that, man, because that's
thank you.
We need to explore that. That's an untapped lane. That's something that I'm intrigued because I'm a lover of sneakers, and I love the fact like now the barrier sneakers used to be, oh, look at what he got on. Now it's like, hey, what are those?
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about like it's like, oh, I have these. These cost me, the Nike running lane is now adaptable to the hookah and like, do you really? And they'll be like, do you really run? And like they ask you like, what do you run in?
It's like shoes.
Like no, they really want to know. Like, do you run in the hookah, da, or do you do the?
It's like sport cars, man.
Like,
it's like
they really line you up. Like they really know they stuff, and I love it. I'm like, I don't know, but I'm like, I'm out of my element. Like I love being out of my element, but entertained.
Yeah, teach me something new. That's my thing. I will never say I know everything about a Jordan. But I'm pretty sure we've almost got to that cylinder of knowledge. Like he's finished. Like in the sense that the game's done. There's no more new stories.
There is a lot more stories, but they don't know how to tell them.
We haven't touched it.
They just don't know how to tell them.
Exactly. We're not gonna get them right. We won't get them correct because they're too busy telling us about the jacket he wore on David Letterman. I'm like, I don't care about that. Give me some more scoring story. Like
I wish I did, but I don't.
I just don't. But guess what? There's untapped Iverson stories. There's untapped. Yeah. There's LeBron still going. We talk about things like the delayed dub. I finally got Galaxy LeBron 9s a couple years back. Nice. I was ecstatic. Like there's so many things we got there. We got people like designers telling stories like J Tips and Saucony right now. Like telling these beautiful stories. You got Nina Chanel, what she's doing. You got
beautiful shoe. Top 10 shoe of the year.
So many people, man. Even like go with like New Balance. You got Action Bronson with these absolute bangers he's putting out.
That 3-pack is hard. That 3-pack is hard. It's my shoe. It's Matt Pack is my shoe of the year.
It's
my
amazing.
shoe. Like and I'm blessed to say I have all three.
Lucky guy.
I got all three. Big shout out to Action Bronson team because they hooked me up with 2 out of the 3.
I want him on the podcast so bad. I want to get action on him, like because I would just love to talk to that man.
Yeah, he's a man. Big shout out to his team because his street team. Or when I want to give a praise to them because Action Bronson's team deserves a huge shout out because when they had that issue with that stuff and I was standing up for him because I was like, bro. I guarantee that was he set his account up, and I explained it to him really well.
The whole website
remember how the website debacle, people were mad, and I was like, I was on his page like, no, he set a reminder. I guarantee somebody on his team messed that up. Well, about 2 hours later, his team reached out to me and was like, hey, did you get your pair? And I was like, nah. They was like, all right, what's your email address? And then they did it again for the Scorpius pair. So I'm blessed to get that. So so we need to shout out the street level team of that actually reach out to these customers or the consumers and be like, yo, I'm gonna hook you, I'm gonna take care of you. And they were doing this to regular people. I know everybody sees my verification and see my follower and be like, oh, he did that because of nah, bro. I said I haven't paid. I had to trade to get all my other Action Bronsons because I had the other pairs too. So I'm like, I had to trade. So I was like, I've never hit on a retail pair. So when I got that first one, then the second one hit, and the third one hit, it was retail after that. So big shout out to the Action Bronson team.
That's dope, man.
Because they were reaching out to other people that were way smaller creators than me. Yeah. That were saying the respectful things. So you got to be mindful.
Being a human, like, you know?
Yeah, they don't pop off on their page. You see people, man, you need to. If you just say the right things, somebody from his team is watching. Like they watching for good people that can put the shoe in the right light.
Yep.
Intro you that they saw potential in you putting it in the right light. That's what they need. You're more believable if I know who you are. Like you're not just, hey, are you looking for some new shoes? You're like, hey, I gotta, you like, hey,
salesman.
yeah, you like, yo, I got 5 minutes. I gotta go to a practice with my kids. Like, I'm throwing these. Like, you're real. I can.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see you doing it. I'm finna give me a pair. Like, it's believable.
That's literally what it is, and people don't realize, like, just be your authentic self. No matter what it is, be your authentic self. And no matter if you're 1,000 subscribers, you got 10,000 subscribers, 100,000.
Because you never know who's looking.
And just work, and put the passion behind. People will see the passion, like, because on Instagram, I know that's the place where everybody looks to, like, find, like, all these, like, you know, they'll reach out there. I got like 1,800 subscribers on Instagram. That's cool. I'm gonna grow eventually. I'm not tripping. I have a passion for what I do, so I just kind of block out the number.
It takes time.
I've been able to connect with great people and have been having great opportunities for my size, and people are like, "Wait, how'd you do?" I'm like, "Well,
just ask.
I'm not scared. I'm not scared to reach out. Like, I was told a long time ago, closed mouths don't get fed. The worst thing can happen is you say no or don't answer. Best thing can happen, you say yes, and we work something out, or I could be surprised. Like, it could be Christmas. Like, Victor Solomon did a Reebok Iverson 3, Answer 3. I don't know Victor Solomon. He does all those trophies for the NBA. He doesn't know I have a connection with Reebok. I literally reposted the story and it was like, yo, I had never owned an Answer 3. This may be the first one. Yeah. He directly contacts me. He's like, what's your size? What's your address? I got you. I'm like, I didn't expect that. Like, it wasn't like the Reebok team I work with. Just dude designed his shoes. Again, just having, I guess, a natural response to, like you said, being normal.
Yeah.
I don't know how else to say that, but it's like being normal, being yourself will pay dividends. I'm not saying I don't
that authenticity
do this
is not can't be. The authenticity can't be manufactured.
There it is. That's what it is. Be you. It's okay. Like, if you like Skechers, hey, they doing anything basketball wise. No, continue to like them, review them. Yeah. If you like just Hokas, review them, love them, do your thing. Don't feel like you have to. Because I've heard people talk about. There's no bar. But people are like, I've had people say, oh, I don't like the shoe, but I'll review it because I'm getting it for free. And I'm like, I have a rule. I won't review anything I don't like. I will say thank you. I will put on. And most times I surround myself with the things I do like. So I don't ever want to put anybody in a situation of, oh, let's send it to him. Like, I'm not going to review it. So I will put myself in a position like, hey, look, I like these brands. I will make sure I keep connecting with these. If someone sends me something in the blue, I will appreciate it. I will probably make something quick on, like a story, but I will still give respect and thanks because you didn't have to do that. Yeah. But I don't do something just for the click or because
for the content.
For the content, because it won't be real. You would be able to tell if I picked up. Let me see. I'm not a big Travis Scott fan. I'm not. Okay. I'm gonna get backlash for that. Whatever.
No, you're not. But, like, bro,
people out there lose their mind for that.
I like that. That's the wrong bar to be. Like, I don't understand that craze, but I get it.
I don't either. Yeah. But I won't. I tried to buy the first pair, like the first high and the first low. After that, I said, okay, I'm not fighting this battle anymore. I thought they were cool. They look good, but I haven't really liked anything after that. And I openly have said, like, this new ones he's come out with, nothing to write home about really, and. If someone gave them to me, great. I will show the picture. I will say thank you. But I couldn't genuinely go ahead and make a review and be happy, like, and be my normal upbeat self because I have no connection to it. But I got Cherry 12s when they restocked, and I was losing my mind because it was a shoe I had with another kid. Like,
Yeah. And the thing I've had, and I appreciate you saying that because I think you need to. I think we need to say that out loud, respectfully. We need to say that if we don't like something, we need to say it respectfully. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I've been approached with reviewing a shoe, but I was trying for the shoe. Yeah. And I was like the main one, kind of driving the force of it. This company had reused my content.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, so I was like, cool. I might get a pair because they know. I knew. I was like, I might be in line. And he was like, yo, what's your shipping address? I was like, oh shit, you gonna send me a pair? I'm like, man, I appreciate. I've been giving y'all free press. I've been doing something for this brand. I'm like, with this company. I'm like, cool. Let me get. All right, man. But we gonna need you to send them back though.
Excuse me?
What you mean? He's like, they had took the pairs and left with like you know how they do? They give you so many pairs And like I'm like, so y'all didn't get
the allocation was gone now. They had no more press players.
Like, don't do that. Like, and that's where I lost a lot of respect for Brent when they played. When I was like, bro, y'all thought y'all was gonna play in my face like that. I was like, y'all lost your damn mind.
That's hurtful. You know, I'll send you the 150. Let me keep them. I'll send you.
I was so mad. I was like, bro, I got that UPS tracking number. I was like, man, I was like, what is this? They were like, yeah, we about to send you something. He's like, it's a size below yours, but, and I was like, hold on, what you mean? He's like, oh no, you didn't win. We just need you to make content. I was like, oh no. I was like, cut this. I mean, you gonna cancel that? Then they were like, then the brand was, and the company was like, they were offended that I said no, but I had to come back to them because you don't ever leave a situation.
No, you have to make sure full understanding.
When you stand on business and you leave them like, well, he's ungrateful. So I respectfully, I was like, look, I was the only person doing this for y'all. I had the best showing that y'all have had. I've stood on business for y'all on this company. If you knew this what it was, you could have told me off the muscle. Then I would have dialed back what I was done. But I was over here treating this like I had a shot for this. And all y'all did, which I've seen this happen with the same company before, but I never had this openness. So I was like, maybe it's different. And I was like, maybe it's going to be different this time. Bro, when he was like, oh yeah, I'm going to send you to him, but send him back. I was like, send him back? I was like, well, who did the shoot? And then you ain't seen nobody with him. That's what I hate. That's what infuriates me more. Yeah. Is that they play that, and then nobody wears them. It's sitting in somebody's closet so they can just, as a piece to say, look what I got.
Dude, that is one of the things that irritates me all the time. I was like, I try not to get mad because it's not my collection. Like, do what you want with them, but like, I don't wear things in the streets.
I won't rep a brand unless if it's something I believe in, I'll rep it. Yeah, like so exactly. one of my brands I'm getting ready to reach out to is Under Armour because I really want to see what those foxes look like. Like Under Armours don't fit well on my feet, so it's kind of like I'm treated like the Kobe and Adidas. Like they hurt my feet. So, but I really do like the De'Aaron Fox
joint,
the green pair more specifically. Okay, I really do like that pair. I don't like the blue. I don't like the other colorway. But my thing is, if you're a new brand under something, why don't you have this pushed to a street team? Why haven't I seen many people talk about or publicize it or review it? I've been looking and I've seen nobody. But
I haven't seen anything yet.
His campaign just kicked off today. But his shoe drops tomorrow. But also
already?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Y'all, this is wrong. Like their campaigns are wrong. Like all his advertising started this morning because the shoe drops tomorrow.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So if you look on Under Armour, if you get on TikTok, you'll see like it'll pop up. The campaign is running.
Dang.
Yeah, I'm advertising with my major. So the campaign started at 9 to 10 o'clock this morning. So it's on my feed, like it's been on my radar.
I saw him, but I just assumed this whole time that it starts today and we're maybe a month or so out.
Because it's tomorrow. I think it's tomorrow.
Interesting.
I believe it's tomorrow. But I was really upset. I was like, man, why ain't nobody talking about it? Like I just don't say what I don't like. I've just never had a very comfortable pair of Under Armour, and and I've tried on Steph Curry.
Everyone's foot's different, you know. Yeah, like, you can't be mad at that.
Even the Steph Currys do not fit my feet like the.
Oh, gotcha.
Like if they don't fit like his gap on the ankle, I can't stand that. I don't. It's that is not aesthetically good for me. But the De'Aaron Fox's shoe has the strap, has a nice aesthetic, but it has a Curry bottom.
Yeah.
So, but the shoe looks to be different. So I'm gonna reach out to that team and like, hey. Y'all got any seed stocks y'all can send me this one so I can like put y'all on?
Hey, I'm trying to crack the Under Armour egg as well because I've been a big fan of the Curry stuff, especially this Curry 12. Like the last couple Currys have been really good, I think, and I feel like this one really hit the nail on the head with the design and especially with the story that Olympics is going on. I feel like it's just a great one to push. I think they make some really creative basketball shoes.
I just ain't found one that I care like the one that fits my foot. I say the same thing about Adidas. Adidas basketball shoes don't fit my feet well. Like I'm just being like,
really?
It ain't I can't. I can't wear Adidas basketball like the Fear of God. Like the.
So I want to get those. I'm gonna buy those new Fear Guides. They dropped. I was like, all right, I'm gonna check. Check confirmed. I check, dude. I'm telling you, as long as you're not a size.
You know they had 40% off today.
Yeah, well, I think they corrected it. So it was
Did they catch it?
Yeah, I caught a video. I was like,
sent off. I was like, what? I was like, they gonna cancel that. He was like, I don't know, they ain't canceled yet. So far,
have they canceled? Probably. I haven't heard any cancellations, but I'm sure they corrected it.
If anybody got them, y'all need to put them on feet, because I can tell you right now.
I want the lows.
Yeah, I just don't know how to. Listen, I'm huge on basketball shoes. That does not look aesthetically like it's a basketball shoe.
Well, and it makes it worse is that I'm not tall. I'm like 5'8". Certain shoes, I'm like, okay, I love this shoe. We talk about Adidas. I wore this today. So this is my Crazy Infinity.
Yeah,
because it's that Kobe like homage.
That's a good shoe.
It's just one of those shoes like it's hard to wear because you gotta either have sweats or some baggy cargo pants and them things looking like you got bricks on your feet for real.
Man, I listen. Don't let me get started on Jerry. Don't let me get started on Jerry.
First of all, I got a question I was gonna actually raise this question in like a reel on Instagram, but I ended up doing a different video because I talked about how D Rose was the face of this shoe, which is weird to me. But when I first saw this, I was like, this must have been Jerry, right? You look at this like this got Jerry written all over it. The whole basketball collection that came, I was like, oh, it's Jerry, and I like the shoe. I think the shoe's a beautiful sneaker. And then he comes out, nah, that's not me. Then he comes out with that first shoe. I'm like, you sure you don't want to backtrack that? Like, I feel like if we, history, revisionist history, we look at this shoe and that shoe, and even this one coming out or that's out now.
They're writing in the same.
Yeah, this could be the shoe people pick. This is gonna be the better shoe.
I would pick that because it has nostalgic feel to it.
That's what I thought he did. I thought he did it on purpose.
Yeah,
But he's like, oh, that wasn't me. I'm like,
no, I could have told you that wasn't him. Jerry is about self. Jerry's about self. He ain't gonna let
very much so.
He not gonna let his name not be accredited to something. He does good work. Yeah, he does. That's like Don. They all cut from that Don C, that Virgil, that family tree. They will not let their work be uncredited. So that's why
it's fair. I'm glad they don't let the brand step on them.
Yeah, they ain't gonna let him down. Dirty. They want his money. They want their credit. But I'm curious about that, and I think we need to start doing more. And that's a shout out to all the brands. Y'all need to start reaching out to basic people. Yeah, stop doing this. Them pay creators ain't helping y'all. Put some people that can put.
I'm basic. No. Come on.
Them heavy hitters ain't doing it for you, man. I'm trying to tell y'all. Y'all better get back to basic. Y'all better get to these dads and these moms and these. You better get to these ones that's gonna buy a pair of shoes every month.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's the thing. Not in abundance.
Showing somebody who's going and spending. I spent $10,000 at sneaker shopping today. I was like, I don't think I'm gonna watch that because I can never do that, and not any normal person ever is going to do that.
Well,
because
I've done a 10-piece unboxing now. I've done a 10-piece unboxing before.
But is it all your videos?
No, it's in one video. It's in one video.
Exactly, but what I'm saying,
one video. I did one big video.
You did one video.
It comes over like 2 or 3 weeks of shoes coming in.
Okay.
So it wasn't like someone I didn't go out to like a store and be like, give me that one. Give me that one. It was like
$40,000 cash out. I'm like, yo, that was a third of my salary. I can't do that.
I done a couple 8, 5, 6 piece This is when I was really finding some. I hit a stride for about 6 months. I couldn't miss on nothing. I mean retail cops. I'm talking about retail. I ain't never hit on sneakers. I'll tell you that much. Retail or trade, I couldn't miss. If I missed something a week later, it was like, can I trade you this for that? And it was like, what? Okay. And so I had a couple of those come through. But I think the appreciation of the game, we have to love it. I think a lot of the lovers of the game need to come out a little bit more often than what they normally do, because I do believe that we are heavily influenced by what we see. But what are we seeing right now that adds on to the love? I don't think we're doing that right now. I said one of the things that I hate we got to get away from is the. Hey, sneaker fam! Like, we got to get away from that. We don't talk like that. Like, we don't talk. Nobody talks like that. Like, we don't. And that's the face.
Yeah.
And and I've struggled for years personally to hear the word. I don't know what to call myself, a connoisseur of sneakers, or I don't know, because sneakerhead.
Like, I collect sneakers. That's what I do. I don't really have a title for myself.
Sneakerhead. Like when you put too many enunciations in that word, I'm like, no, I'm not one of them.
I like when you said that to me.
I like when you said it. I don't have nothing. I just got these. Like, real talk. Like, boy, be like, what you got on your feet? I had these sitting in the closet. Like, these ain't nothing. Like, I'm just here to color coordinate. That's all I'm here for.
This don't mind me. Right?
But, you know, I think it's one of those things that, you know, if you can love the game, love sneakers, like, do you like, I tell people, like, how do I know I loved it? Like, when the Mac Attack came out.
Yeah.
When that Mac Attack came out, that's funny. I don't even play tennis. I don't play tennis. But I love a Mac Attack and I love a Trainer One. So when we got that OG Mac Attack, bro, rap. I had it.
Like, I saw your picture earlier. You had like all of them, didn't you? You like missing one?
I'm missing one. I'm missing two now. I'm missing a green pair that I can get for $60 on StockX. Yeah, and I'm missing that green and khaki pair, and I'm missing that purple that looked like the Kappa Assad. It was a purple and gold and cream pair I'm missing too.
I think I vaguely may have seen. I think I may have seen it once.
It was quiet launch. It was one of those quick strikes, and then I'm missing, which they haven't released yet, the Social Status Cobblestone.
There's another one?
Mm-hmm. They got another.
I didn't know. I thought they were done with those. Okay.
No, they got an all black one with a gum bottom.
Oh.
Black, gray, and gum bottom.
So the one I like that you have the most is one I have as well that people slept on. I tell you, when I say I watch Nike, just watch that price tick down, just waiting for it. The Zoom Vapor Attack.
Oh yeah, those are upstairs.
I love
all my Mac Attacks are down here, but those are upstairs. Yeah,
I love it how they took the color, but they put the original tongue on it. I was like,
and you know I'm a fan because I bought those. Like I was the only. I ain't seen nobody that got that shit.
You're the only person I saw that.
Like, I ain't seen nobody. It was like, you got every. I said, bro, when you love something, you get them all. You get them in different colors. I did the same thing with the airships. I got every pair of airships.
I like the airships. Airships are good. Well, see, my thing is this. The one I'm mad about is the Agassi joints. I'm like, can we just have a wide release so I can get a pair?
Don't worry, they don't sell right now. StockX, you can get them for less than 100, but less than 200.
Oh, okay. Well,
what size are you?
Make a trip. I'm a 10.
Go look. They 187. Promise you.
I take that. I went to GOAT. I was like, yo, this sucker is $300. What are y'all doing?
Get your butt up, man. I tell people, listen. I know I StockX about it, but I'm telling you, you need to expand your reach. Like I don't play favorites, but I think you should have both a fair amount of seeing where the price is locked.
That's fair. I'm trying to find the best price. I am. Like, at this point, I don't care.
But last time I checked, because see, because I can get my size in 11 for 187.
Ooh.
And then, but I need an 11 and a half. See, I have.
Oh, you got the black ones.
Yeah,
black
so I have the black, and I also have.
Well, Mac, I want the twos. I want the threes and fours. That's the ones I want. The threes and fours too. And I'm like back when they dropped. What was that? 2014, 2013. I was like, what? I waited too long for them to go on sale. Yes, that's the hybrid one, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the hybrid.
Yeah.
And then you got the this is the original one.
AirTech.
That's the one. That's the AirTech.
Yeah,
that's the one from 2016. These from like 2016.
See, the ones I bought were like the 2013 or 14. I can't remember. I think 14 pair. They were sitting around. I got them for $59, but they were half size too big, so I ended up selling them after a while.
Yeah.
And after that, I have not been able to get another pair because after that drop, where they all just, hey buddy, after they all set, and I was just like, was this like my?
Yeah, but don't worry.
Am I getting punished for this?
Don't worry, because of those lavas, they dropped them, and they only dropped like a couple of pairs, and then they quietly released them on the Nike Plus app, and that's how I got my pair. But if you're looking for the AirTech challenges, I know StockX. The last time I checked, because it was in my size, they were literally 187. Because I was like, oh yeah, it's on and popping.
I'm cool 187. Like it's not like the price I really want to pay, but compared to everything else, I'm cool like with that. And I think I'm gonna start scouring eBay for the rest of them because that's one of my all-time favorite shoes, and that line itself is just a beautiful line of sneakers. And I feel like they don't get the love they should get, but Nike, like between like I don't understand what they're doing with. You got the AirTech Challenge, real quiet. Well, not quiet, it was on sneakers, but they retooled it, made it nice like the old ones. Very limited. Jordan 17s. I wanted a pair of those lows since I was a kid. Couldn't get them. I was like, oh, I'll get them now. $300, super limited. I'm like, what? Why are y'all hurting my feelings with the stuff I want as a child?
Because they don't emotionally know what to give us, and they don't know how to respect us, and that's the problem.
No, they just like hit his dollars,
they just
bro.
don't. And that's why I said on the show this week, I said the 17s through 23s don't need to be re-released. Y'all finish. They screwing you on those prices.
If they gonna do us like that, yeah, keep them.
Yeah,
like if they gonna do me like that, I don't want them. I'm about to buy some 23s for $100.
All my 16, 17, 18s, 18 and a half, 16s and a halves, 20s, 19s, 21s, they're still, I got them over here, so I'm straight. Like I
just want to come set up in film in your sneaker room one day because you got some stuff in there. I just want to
I do, man. I mean, I tell people like, man, I've been collecting. People are like, man, how long you been collecting? I'm like, bro, I've been collecting like 30 years.
That's
like,
awesome.
I've been collecting since I'm 45 and I started collecting when I was 14.
That's awesome. You have anything left from like anything cracking and stuff on you?
Oh yeah, man, I've got.
Yeah, you keep some.
I've got some. I've got my original. I've got the original bread 11s. I'm getting ready to post those. All the bread. All really, I left that one out, but I have the original bread 11s.
Yeah.
Cool Gray. Columbias.
Yeah.
And Space Jams.
See,
I have the original, so I'm not
Cool
like.
Grays and Space Jams are two of my grails I just never owned. I really want. People are like, that's not a grail. I'm like, no, you just leave me alone in my grails, all right? Like, that's something I just always. Cool Gray 11s came out in 2001. I remember I was 12.
You can't see it, but I'm getting ready to post that. That's
oh, nice.
That's
yeah,
all three of them. That's all three of them. That's the originals.
Dude. And see, at that Cool Gray, man, so people were in line for him. I remember my dad was like, yeah, we can go get him. I was like, all right, cool. I got the yes. But then he saw the news where people were getting pepper sprayed for having, like, fights at the store. He's like, nope. I'm like...
Cool Gray 11s in Little Rock, people got shot and beat up. My mom called me. It's the only time my mom called me. She was like, son, where you at? I said, I'm at the house. I'm chilling. She was like, well, did you go get your shoes? Because me and my homeboy used to go get shoes on Saturdays. We'd go kick it on Friday nights and then get up Saturday at noon and go eat at the food court and go get the Jordans.
Yeah.
Or if we had to get up early, we was cool like that. We would go through the Dillard's entry because we knew the security guard.
The back gate.
So he would cut us. He would cut us through the back, so we wouldn't have to wait at the main gate and then have to run to the store. He let us into that cut, and we have our shoes put to the side. So we be walking out while people running out. Running to the spot, we walk. We done. We got our bags. Like, hey, I'll be good. Like, my mom called me. She was like, Ken, did you get? Because it happened at the mall I go to, and the mall I used to work at. She's like, were you there? I was like, I was there. I was on the other side of the mall though, but I'm done now. I'm done now. I'm at home. I ain't had nothing to do with that. They was beating folks up outside, jumping folks in the parking lot. Like, it was bad, and I remember that time. It's the reason why I don't have the original Concord 11 because I hated it. I hated it what it did to the game. I hated
2011, I worked at Champs during that release, and they shut our mall down. I went to school. I went to college in Waco. I went to Baylor, and they shut our mall down. They're like, because people, I'm talking about, look like the Lion King stampede through that thing. I was like,
yeah, man, I don't do that no more.
What is happening?
The last shoe I camped out for was my Bread 11s. My Bread 11s that re-released a couple years ago. That was the last.
2019, the last one?
No, not the last one. The ones before that, before the 2019. Okay. There's a 2016, 2017, one of them. And
it might have been earlier than that. It might have been like, what,
I can't
14?
remember.
I can't remember.
That was the last shoe I camped out on. I stayed out all night.
I ain't got that in me no more. I'm too tired. I'm too tired.
I'm too old.
I like my bed. I'm like, air conditioned, heat,
I'm
food.
Good. I'm straight. Yeah, I'm trying to. Listen, I'm on the road. Listen, in 2025, I'm on the road to 600, and I really want to just stop at that point. Like, I just really want to just. I don't know what to do, man. When you sit back, like, people like marvel at that number, but it's like, man. That's a lot of shoes, dog.
It's stressful. I thought my 2-something was stressful, but I'm like, I'm sweating listening to you. I'm like when do I wear them all? It's gonna take me 2 years to wear everything.
Like, man, I have every, and that's what I prided myself when I started my collection. It's just priding myself on, I want to touch every piece of the sneaker world, like an Infinity Stone. Like, you're the comic book person, so like an Infinity Stone. So I want to touch an SB Grail. I want to touch a LeBron Grail. I want to touch a Jordan Grail. That's why I can touch. Like, my collection, I can touch touch stuff. Like I have
a
Oregon 8 PE. I got a trophy.
Ooh.
I got a trophy 8 trophy room. The trophy room 5 friends and family.
That the blue one?
Oh, I got the red one. Friends.
Oh,
and
the red
family.
one's a friends and family.
The red one, the friends. That's one of 500.
Oof.
That's one of 500. I didn't touch. I've bought and didn't complete the Red Octobers. I've had the Yeezy Solars. I've had every single pair of Yeezys from the beginning. Like, so the thing is that I didn't got so many gauntlet stones. Like, I can just sail into the universe, and I think that's the joy that I can sail across so many universes and be like, I've touched that or I've had that. And it's not bragging,
You're
but
satisfied.
it's just like you don't understand once you've had something, and you could be like, it don't mean that much. I'm not saying every shoe gonna be like that, but there's certain shoes that I was like, what the heck? I did that with my Solars. I had them 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Like you're done. You had them like, all right,
I was
cool.
like, and it was at the time where Kanye was acting a fool. So I was purging all my Kanye.
Yeah, I think we all did that. We all did that. I was like,
I made a grip. Like I knocked out a good. I sold a 25 and probably got 50.
oh yeah, easy. Like that was that point of like, get rid of him, make your money. Because that's when he was acting crazy when the sneaker game was like the prices were up here. It's like, oh, perfect. Thank you for acting stupid today.
I let him, boy. I ate good. But this is when I can't get on GOAT anymore. They kicked me off. And yes, it's for the lawsuit that they just got fined for. It's for the exact same thing.
Wait. What? I think I got email about that. I ain't looked at it yet.
So if you go look it up, but they got a lawsuit by the FCC fining them $2.5 million because they weren't. What they was doing was nickel and diming people. So they were ignoring customers' complaints about shoes and authentication. They were saying they were doing the next day air, saying that you can get it next day air, and it was taking 3 or 5 days, but they were charging us priority pricing.
Like $26 for shipping.
And they weren't following it. All that stuff that in that lawsuit, if you go look it up, that's the reason why I got kicked off of GOAT over a year and a half ago. Because I was on their ass, and I was like, either you give me my money or I'm gonna make this real public. I had to file a Better Business Bureau complaint. It was bad. Like they gave me back all my money, never answered my question. But they kicked me off the platform.
$100. Get out of here,
They gave me all my money back. They didn't even answer to tell me if it was authentic. They kicked me off of GOAT. They kicked me off of Grail, and I can't buy through Fight Club.
I forget they're all kind of one.
They're all one company.
One house now. Crazy. Well, so with your deal with StockX, your deal with Foot Locker, and do they ever, I guess,
you want me to tell you about
allocate
them?
I wonder, do they allocate you anything like, hey, we're coming out with this, pick from this spreadsheet of things you want?
To give you an eye on what like an ambassadorship looks like from brands like that, a lot of times it's about information. It's like what's the trending things they want you to talk about, what's the trending shoe that you can do, promotional gifts such as site credits, or different things like that are available through these programs, if anything. So they want you to be fruitful in this. So they give you the tools, deep links. They give you all that to be fruitful and be. You can make you're commissioned. So I make money. So people that if you buy anything through StockX,
you get
go through my stuff and I get paid off that. So.
Okay.
If you ever need something, like say, hey Miller, make me a link so I can give you some credit. Like, do it. Like, send it. That's how we get paid.
I do that because I've never bought anything off StockX before.
Yeah.
And like I say, I'm gonna be looking for these AirTech challenges. So what I'll do when I'm ready to pull the trigger, I just hit you up for a link. So we can get your boy taken care of.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna send you a link. Just create one because I'm gonna end up getting one. I can't even lie to you. I ain't even sugarcoat it, but for real. But it's just the affiliate program is really nice. You get a lot of inside information. You're able to ask a lot of good questions about like an authenticity process and what's going on. They're very vocal about where they stand and different things like that. So
good. Okay.
I'm appreciative of it. Both of them are I'm blessed to get them both. Honestly.
Yeah. Awesome, man. Well, I gotta ask you this before we finish up.
Yeah.
What's coming up for you in 2025? Anything you're working on that you want to tell that you're ready to tell the public about? Anything you want to get people prepped for when it comes to the Mr. Miller channel and then your brand, man?
Yeah. So what you can look out for me is going to be the first thing is going to be my launching of my Essential Father brand. Essential Father is a brand is a brand. It says Essential Father, but I created it when we were having during the pandemic. It was essential. The word essential changed. It meant a lot to people. Like if you were an essential worker. I mean, you remember when we used to say that, and it was like, wow.
Yeah, you're like a superhero at that point.
Yeah, during that period of time. Yeah. So during that period of time, the word essential really stuck out to me, and I put father behind it because I wanted something to identify. The word essential was the meaning had changed, and now I'm a father. So that means I'm as important as you needed me, and during those times of need, I am a father. I need you to understand that I am a father. Somebody needs me to be in their life. I am a coach. I am a husband. I am a brother. I am a son. Somebody needs me. And when you see essential father or essential mother, that means you mean something to somebody. Somebody needs you here. That might change your day and be like, oh, I'm essential too. It might remind you who you are. Yeah. But I want you to have that feeling that you are important in life, that you are important to somebody. Your kids, you may not have kids, but you might be an uncle or an auntie to somebody, or a god brother, or a godmother, or a goddad. Be something. You are an essential, and I need that word as added value. So my essential brand will be launching next year. We'll have hoodies and shirts. We'll have that. We'll also be taking the If the Shoe Fits live platform to YouTube and some other platforms. We'll be doing that as well. And look for me to do my own thing with the Miller's Corner, getting that back up and running and doing a lot more collaborations next year. And the road to 600 is going to be fun. I mean, it's the road to 600. I mean, I don't know what I'm going to do after that. Like, I don't know, but we'll see.
You'll sit like Thanos did and just survey his land.
Nah, man, I want to still get out. I don't want to sit on the throne. I want to go out and help people get better. I want to have constructive conversations with people like yourself. That I can, like, how do I bounce this? Well, let's work together. I think about this. We got to be able to accept constructive criticism. We learned that through the...
God, yes.
Yeah, we learned that through the event we just had. Taking constructive criticism.
I can't roll my eyes hard enough with that. I'm like, oh my God. It's like, yo, just
you got to be able to take that constructive criticism. But that's all I got planned for next year. I've got a couple other things I want to keep hid, but I hit the major 3.
That's awesome, man. Hey, we can't wait to see it, brother, and I appreciate you coming on the podcast.
Now, you know this automatically means. You know, it automatically means you got to come on my platform. So
I got you.
So
you
understand. So you understand, like, what's coming up next year. Like, this is how I roll. Like, if I call
your boy. All
right,
cool. I got you.
All right,
I got you, man.
All right, we're gonna set something up. We're not gonna have too many shows this year, but we're gonna be doing it for next year. So I definitely would like to. This is an open invite. I would love to have you on my show. Or our show, here. So just to come on. So open invite. Look for that. Stay tuned.
Yeah, dude, I'm there. I am happy to do it. And anything else you feel like you want to talk about, promote. This is the open platform. We love to have you on.
Let me know, brother. I got you. Whatever you need, man. Listen. Yeah, man. My plug is your plug. I tell people that all the time. My plug is your plug. So if you need to boost up something, holla at your boy. Just send it to me. I got you.
I got you, brother. Same. And let them know how to find you on all the different platforms.
So you can find your boy on IG, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. You can find me on all of them. They're all in my bio, but you can find me on my main platform. It's gonna be on IG. It's Mr_Miller1 because I'm the original first Mr. Miller. So if you find that, you'll see all my little AKAs and all my links to my YouTube. I'm on Twitter. Find me, but all the name is the same.
Perfect. Well, you guys know how to find us. Hit the subscribe button, leave a like, y'all follow Miller, hit the subscribe, hit the like for everything he's doing as well.
Appreciate it.
And until next time, guys, see you.
Peace, love, and blessings.
Hey everyone, this is Nick again. Before you take off, do us a solid and head over to Apple Podcasts to leave us a review. Give us a rating on Spotify and Amazon Music, and make sure you're subscribed to our YouTube channel because we have even more video content coming soon. Speaking of new content, we have an amazing community of sneaker enthusiasts that hang out in our Sneaker History Discord on a daily basis. While sneakers is a connection point that brought us all together, we've all discovered countless shared passions that we have in common with each other. We recently launched a couple of new podcasts directly from our community. One of them is a Formula One podcast. If you're an F1 fan like me, The Exhaust Notes podcast is your weekly fix of Formula One fun. It's hosted by myself, Rohit Malhotra, and Todd Yates. New episodes drop every Tuesday. I've been wearing fitted hats for years and collecting my favorite teams since I was a little leaguer. It has been awesome to see so many new fans getting into fitteds in recent years. Crown and Stitch is our new talk show about fitted hats with Dexter, Keith, and myself, where we talk about fitted hats, snapbacks, throw in some obscure hats because we all kind of like some funky stuff once in a while, don't we? Copping, collecting, and so much more. New episodes drop every Wednesday. Hit the links in the show notes for this episode to give our new shows a listen, and be on the lookout for more new podcasts dropping soon. Last but not least, tell someone you like their kicks today. You never know how far a simple compliment can take you, and we all know how good it feels to have someone show their appreciation. Thank you all for the support, and we'll catch you on the next episode. Peace.